friends, I'm Erin and this is Erin Go Live. Welcome to a week in the life of a author whose book is about to come out, essentially is what this is. Originally what this was going to be a reading and like fitness accountability kind of video, but then two things happened. One, I totally jacked up my neck and could hardly move, let alone actually work out. So you will see me at least like getting steps in, and I'm trying to at least do that. And then number two is something exciting happened in my like author world, which then affected my reading world essentially. So if you will, follow me for the week and see what an author gets into the week or two before the book comes out. So I came home and I found book mail. I was like, I don't remember buying anything from Amazon. Did I buy their Plant Eyes in physical copy instead of on ebook like I thought I did? No, it's my freaking book. It's the proof copy. I can't believe it. It feels good. Even as a proof copy, it has that like, that rubbery texture to it. And the paper is actually like really good quality. It's, like a off-white kind of thing. I love the chapter headings so much. There are pictures inside. Instead of doing like a center piece in the middle, we did them kind of like by context within. I literally don't know what to do with myself. I've been home for like an hour and a half at this point, and I've basically just been like looking at it and texting people and posting on social media and responding to people on social media and texts, and then literally just like pacing around the house holding the book because I don't know what to do with myself. So I would like to sit here and read a little bit to like, maybe I can get myself to like calm down a little bit and actually go to sleep. Because typically like it's 8:24. I normally go to bed before 9, but there's no way I'm going to bed right now. So maybe I can like calm down and actually just sit here and read for a while. Should I read this or read another book? I think I might be too hyped up to read this. Yeah. I don't know. I can't stop smiling, and it's real. And I had no idea. So last week I was picturing myself like I wasn't expecting it to come in an Amazon package. So I was picturing last week like getting this package where I knew that the proof was in there. And I'm like, do I want to be alone when I open it? Do I want my parents to be there? If I'm home alone when I get it, which I'm never home alone, but I'm picturing myself being home alone. And then like, do I want to like go drive over to a friend and open it so I'm with somebody? And then here I am and I just rip off the thing and I'm like, what? Couldn't believe it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with myself right now. I'm going to do something to calm myself down. Deep breaths, and maybe I'll actually read. We'll see. Editing Erin here. Let's save us all like 5 minutes of me bitching and moaning. Basically, the night before this, I was up in the middle of the night because I had an old neck injury that kind of recurred and was keeping me up. Okay, it's Tuesday morning. I can hardly move. Didn't sleep much. I think I was probably awake from, 11:30 or 12 until after 3. Then I slept till like 6:30 or something like that. So yeah, can hardly move. And even just like leaning forward, like if gravity acts upon my neck, or if I like move it in any direction, if I lift my arm up too much, like I'm having to drink my coffee left-handed because it hurts to like have the weight in my right hand. So that's fun. So I'm trying to very cautiously, I have like a stack of pillows and I'm trying to read with like only looking down, without like looking down with my eyes. So I've been reading Names for the Sea this morning, and I've read 15 pages this morning. So she's struggling right now with the food situation, and just figuring out like what is Icelandic food, and there's so much like Danish influence or just differences in the food. So right now she's with this guy, just kind of like learning more about the more modern farming practices and the use of greenhouses and stuff like that. So, but I'm being called to get back into my book. So I started like proofreading it last night. So I made it to page 39. I found one spot. What was the error on this one? Oh, so it says it's a red, let's see if I can show you. Let's see. Red velvet, where'd it go? red velvet covered futon, and there's a space between the hyphen and the word velvet, which I don't think is supposed to be there. So that's all I found so far. My mom was like, can I have custody of it? Because we only have one copy. And she hasn't read it since the very first draft. So as much as I want to read it as far as proofing it, she's actually a really good proofreader as well. But she also just like wants to read the book, and she didn't want to start it last night knowing that she was going to fall asleep. She's like, she's like, if I start reading it tonight, I'm not going to go to sleep. And I'm already tired. So, I mean, she still went to bed. When I came out at like 12:30 last night, she was just going to bed. So like she could have read for like 3 hours, but whatever. Anyhow, I'm gonna get back to this. I just canceled my my 8:30 in-person client. It's like my one and only in-person client I have left anymore. She's a friend of mine, and I was like, hey, I can hardly move, and plus you would be like all over me if I actually showed up just like constantly wincing in pain. So I canceled her. So I'm gonna get to the chiropractor kind of as soon as I can this morning. Time that with when I need to be in the office. In a little while, I'm gonna take like a long hot shower and just like stand there under the water and see if I can get things to loosen up a little bit, particularly before I go in to get my adjustment. And then this afternoon, I already happen to have a massage at I think 3:15. So I have like a chunk of work from probably like 10 to 1 or 2. I have to be, in my office working. But other than that, the rest of my day is pretty free, so I'll be able to kind of take care of myself. And then I'm subbing for Bunko tonight, which is exciting because I'll get to share the book news and all that kind of stuff with the Bunko people. I don't think it would be smart to do a workout today, or like even possible, especially because today would be upper body day. I am going to definitely get steps in. So I think I might go for a walk at home in the neighborhood before I leave, and then I'll probably use the treadmill at the gym as well, because it's something I can do. I can get my body moving at least in that way. And I don't need to make excuses for like every type of movement, but it definitely, like, weightlifting is definitely out of the question today, but I can walk. So I'm going to get that. So I'm going to do that. All right. So neck is still really jacked up. Finished the work day, had a massage, which was like, it was rough. Like, I like deep pressure, and she knows that. And what I had like really required that as well. I have a really high pain tolerance too, and I'm like a really good massage-y. Like, you have to be able to breathe into it and not tense up, and so the muscles can let go. And I'm really good at that. But man, today, I mean, I was making noises for sure, wincing in pain, which I don't normally do. So anyway, got home. It's dark early, so I was hoping to go for a long walk when I got home, but the sun's already down. So I'm going to proofread the book while I'm walking on the treadmill. I'm going to Bunko tonight. I'm subbing for my mom's Bunko group tonight. So I think I have about 45 minutes before we have to leave for that. So basically, I'm going to spend that time on the treadmill and proofreading the book. Okay, it is Wednesday, 5:13 p.m. I only have like 2,500 steps today. Neck is still jacked up, so taking another day off from the gym. I'm hoping to be able to get in there tomorrow to see how it feels. I have improved pain-free range of motion, but it's still like a very like wincy pain. But anyway, it is doing better. So I am about 3/4 of the way through proofing the book. The main things that I'm finding are spaces that either shouldn't be there or should be there and are missing. And then there was one that I just found where it says Palo Alto VA, as in the VA hospital, but in one instance it says Palo Alto, VA, as in like Palo Alto, Virginia, and that's not the case. So there's that. In other book news, just found out the shipment of books. I ordered 100 books for like the launch date. That is arriving on Friday, so that'll be really exciting to have. So those finished copies won't have these edits. Drop my pen. So So those will all have some boo-boos in them, although some of them have been caught. I might have talked about this earlier, but when they did the ebook version of it, they did catch a lot of these. So we'll have to see how many of those got caught and how many slipped through. Anyway, what else? I'm going to a trivia night tonight with my friends. So I've got about an hour before I need to leave for that. So probably do a good 40 minutes or so of walking and proofing before I need to get ready to go, because I'm just like wearing sweats right now and no makeup, and I'm going to a trivia night at a brewery, so I should probably like look somewhat decent. So yeah, that's the plan for today. All right, so it's 9 o'clock. I'm home. I got my heating pad on my neck, and got second place in the trivia brewery thing. So that was nice, and I'm about to settle down, read a little bit more. I'm like 3/4 of the way, or maybe a little bit more, proofreading the book. So I'm going to do that for a little while until basically I'm ready for bed. It's an early morning tomorrow, and maybe I'm definitely going to get my steps in tomorrow. We'll see how my neck is doing and see if I end up doing a workout. If nothing else, I should be able to do my lower body workout, if not upper body. So I will check in with you and make sure I do that tomorrow. All right, it's Thursday afternoon, 2:15. 2:45. I thought I had a 2:30 actually performance review with my boss, and then it turns out it actually never got scheduled. Like, I put it on my calendar, but it wasn't actually scheduled. But then we just kind of like communicated, and we're gonna hold off on it anyway. So I have like now I have 15 minutes before we have these community calls. So like we have these experts that we bring on usually once a month, to just help us with certain things. So we'll do a community call, but then we also have them as resources to be able to refer out on a one-on-one basis, depending on what's going on. So, Kim Stevens, who was a TEDx Folsom speaker. So I introduced her to the company. She's our therapist, and so we're going to do a community call with her. So really excited for that. She's amazing. You can look up Kim Stevens TEDx Folsom and watch her amazing TEDx talk. But anyway, just sick of sitting around in the office. So instead of trying to figure out something to do for 20 minutes, I decided, let me just get outside for a walk. And there's this really cute neighborhood here, right around the corner from the office. So just going for a little spin around the neighborhood, and then I'll be back in my seat basically. Oh, I did finish going through the book this morning, proofing the book. So mainly what I was finding was like a space that was supposed to be there that wasn't there. A couple other things, like there's one time where we had already introduced the acronym MCRD for Marine Corps Recruit Depot, and then like a page or two later, we do it again. And so like that needs to be taken out. There were some formatting things towards the end of the book. There were a couple times where, and I think this probably came from Facebook, where I had like copy and pasted things I'd posted on Facebook where I had tagged Sam, so it said Sam Nichols. So it said Sam Nichols instead of just Sam, but like just weird to call him Sam Nichols. Anyhow, crossing the street safely. What else? Oh, so what I've got going on this afternoon, so I'm hoping, as my voice cracks there, what I'm hoping is that I can get home and spend a little bit of time just on the couch reading this afternoon, because I think my day is done pretty much at like 3:34, and I'll pack up, go home for a good hour and a half before I have an event tonight. So my friend and I are gonna like pregame at the brewery next door, and then it's this thing called Women's Connective, and it's basically like I go to it every month. My friends run it, and it's a kind of like women's networking, like relation-based networking and kind of educational personal development kind of group. So it's super fun, and I have like amazing contacts through it, and I've been able to help my friends grow their contact base and referral sources, and just amazing, supportive, great community to be a part of. So probably the only chance I'll have to read The Covenant of Water or Names for the Sea, depending on what I'm feeling like, is going to be that kind of late afternoon space before I head out for the evening.